Hey, so what's going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and I'm recording this video for the side channel because honestly, I don't know. I don't really know what the title of this video is going to be. I don't know how it can really mesh with my main channel, but this happened tonight, and it was just so funny that I want to share with you all. Now, unfortunately, it might be kind of like a bar story, where it might be one of those things that was probably funnier in person than it is me retelling it on here. But granted, I want to share this with you all, and because of that, I'm putting it on the side channel here. So if you're at the iPsychozoa channel, thank you very much for being here. And also, if you're a big fan, of my videos, thank you very much. And I would actually, I don't ask this very often, I really don't, but I would encourage you to at least think about subscribing here, because this is kind of my other side channel where I just, kind of dump videos that will be, of a bit lesser quality. They might be a bit more raw. They'll just be random, or it might be videos that are really of the same caliber as my main channel. It's just the only difference there is really, there's just some stuff that I don't feel like is on. It fits the main channel's theme, so I'll put it on here. So like a bunch of old video game unboxings I put on here, and even some personal stories I throw up on here, and people seem to like them. So hopefully I'm going to try and upload this, because right now I'm tired, but I'm going to try and upload this, later today. Today's December 14th right now. I'm recording this a little past midnight. But anyways, what ended up happening, right? This was graduation weekend for me. So I graduated from college. Very happy about that. Quite happy. I really am. But I get to take tests now because everything is ass backwards here when you graduate in December. And because you graduate in December, you have to graduate, do the ceremony, and then you take your tests instead of taking your tests and then doing the ceremony. It's backwards. I hate it, but whatever. I'm one step closer to graduating. But anyways, this happened because I graduated on Saturday, and then it was Sunday, and now it's officially Monday, but it was Sunday. And what happened was, my dad was in town. We were hanging out at a bunch of places. We were visiting my friends. We were visiting some of his friends, our mutual friends, all that other good stuff. And we decided to go over to my friend Sean's house. Now, some of you who have seen him on the main channel might know my boy Sean. I've known this guy since the first time I ever met him informally was in 6th grade, but I've known him as a friend since 8th grade. I mean, we've been buddies since I was 14. I'm 22 now, so it's been a while. He's one of my best friends, but, he's a bigger guy, not gonna lie. There's no way you can really say, oh, no, he's skinny. No, he's a big guy. He knows it. I know. We all know it. And he's also Filipino. Now, if you don't know how Filipinos do food, right, when they have a party, They could party hard. It really depends. There might or might not be alcohol there. But the big thing at these Filipino parties is food. And lots of food. And that's why I told my dad, right? Because I myself, I'm Arab. And it comes from my dad's side. So we're used to food. I mean, what we do sometimes, you go to the Middle East, they pull out a tarp, they clear out a room, put that tarp across the room, and dump food on there, and you eat it there. Screw a table at that point, Because when you got 40 people in the house, you got to think of something. You got to think outside the box compared to, a table and chairs and all that. But anyways, what ended up happening here was I told my dad, I said, just don't eat anything. If you eat something today, eat something light. Prepare to go to Sean's house hungry, because he's going to have a lot of food there, because they're going to feed, they anticipate feeding 40 people. They're going to make enough food for 80 people, and they make a lot of food. They send you home with food. We didn't actually take any food home, but point being is they had a ton. I mean, it didn't even seem like we made a dent in the food, but the story I want to tell here, getting nearly 4 minutes into the video, right, was about Sean's younger cousin, right? So this kid, he's real cute. He was an adorable little kid. He's 4 years old. And the funny thing is, I don't know where he puts it, but he can put away food like a madman. And even, granted, you gotta realize this, a dude like Sean, who's quite a big dude, even he was absolutely impressed and shocked and maybe even a little disgusted at the same time at the amount of food this little kid could put away. And he's a little bit chunky. He's not super fat, but not gonna lie, he's also a little bit chunky, so it kind of shows. But we go there, and this kid is running around all over the place, and he's hyped up. And apparently the story is he had some Trix yogurt, and that guy got him absolutely hyped. And then we start talking about things. I'm going to be laughing this whole time. So apparently what happened was, first off, Sean tells me at one point, he says, yo, Danny, dude, he out ate me at a buffet, and I'm like, what? So granted, yeah, I'm gonna try and put up a picture of Sean here if you haven't seen him already, right? Granted, as I said, my friend Sean's big, and he's saying this 4-year-old child out ate him at a buffet. And I'm like, dude, no, he didn't. No. There's no way he did. And he said, yeah, he did. And I guess the story that happened, what ended up happening was they all went to a buffet. They were traveling back to town, right? And I guess along the way, the kid ate something because he emptied himself. And what I mean by that is he said he had ample warning. He said, I don't feel good. I need to throw up. And they gave him a bag, and he like filled up half this damn bag with throw up, is apparently the story. And Sean said this went on for like a minute. Like, he looks back, kid's throwing up. He looks ahead. He looks back like a minute later, kid's still throwing up, and it was a lot. And then he went to sleep. He took like a 20-minute nap because, he's 4. Then they get to this food restaurant, right? So I guess, granted, Sean, it didn't really seem like he was that hungry because he told me, excuse me, see, stuff like this is not going to get edited out. He told me that he had like one plate. He went to a buffet. He had one plate of a good amount of food, and that was it, and he was full. This kid got a plate of more food than my friend Sean got, ate all of it. And then he goes and gets another plate of food and demolishes that. And in between all of that, he had 3 cups of milk. And I'm just absolutely mind blown at this. And then Sean tells me that earlier that day, this kid demolished about 40 pizza bites, like pizza bagels, whatever they are. I guess they're pizza bites, whatever they are. I think they're pizza bites, like the little things that are kind of wrapped up and they got like, cheese and pepperoni or whatever it is in them. Yeah, he ate like 40 of them. And I asked him, like, I had to ask multiple times to figure out, but I'm like, how the hell did this kid get a hold of an entire box of pizza bites? And they said, oh, well, no, what happened was he was hungry, so we made some for him, but we made the whole box and we left it there. And, he got some and he left, and then he came back and he got some and he left. And I guess they didn't supervise him, and he ate like all of them. He ate like this entire damn box. And then apparently, I guess this was like the night before or something. I'm sorry. I guess this is the night before, but they said this kid ate like almost not the whole thing. He ate almost an entire pizza. And I'm getting disgusted at this point. I'm like, how big of a pizza are we talking? Because this can't be like, if you're telling me this is not like a personal pan pizza. And they just said, no, it wasn't that. It was like a DiGiorno pizza. And he ate almost half it. And I'm just like, good God. Like, I can't do that. And Sean said, I know, I can't do that either. And we kind of determined, we said, because we're all asking, even my dad's there, we're trying to figure out, how does he eat so much? Where the hell is he putting all this? And they just said, he burns it right off into energy. That's it. If food goes in, energy comes out. That's exactly what happens. He just converts us all on the fly to energy. But then even when we were eating all this food, right, this kid, he loves ranch. Like, that's the thing. Not a good habit to get into, not a good thing to love. I mean, that can get real unhealthy real quick. But this kid, like, his parents and, other people, they put some ranch on his vegetables and all that, and he just licked the ranch off the vegetables, like, some kids will do with cake. Like, I did this when I was a kid. I just licked the icing off cake, and that was it. And this is apparently a known thing as well, too. And he had some cake at the same time. We're all talking about this, and then we're joking about what to give him, should we put this in ranch? Should we coat this in ranch? Whatever it is, anything like that. Then there's these, if you ever go to Costco or any other place, I guess you can go like an Oriental store or anything, they got these like little boxes. It's just like a little box kind of fits in your hand, and it's just like seaweed wrap. That's it. And man, these things are so good. Like, personally, I eat them just like alone. They're delicious. They're really not that unhealthy either. They're pretty low in calorie, and they taste pretty good. But, they also use them for sushi, which there was, like, some make-your-own, like, deconstructed sushi there as well, too. But, he was taking some, and he was eating it plain, and then he was, like, wrapping them up and everything, and, his family thought it was cute and all that stuff. And we're thinking of stuff to do, like stuff that we could coat in ranch and give to him. Granted, we didn't give him any of that stuff. And even my dad at this point, he's just like, dude, just leave him alone. Just don't bug him about this. But what happened was we got a little box of these, right? And I don't know how many wraps are in there. I want to say 10 at most, maybe 15. I don't know. But what happened was he liked these things so much because he ate so many of the individual ones that like his aunt just gave him a box of them, like one of the little boxes, and he ate all of them, which I could eat all of them too, but it was the sheer speed, because from the point he got some, Sean had actually gotten some food, because it's the dessert time, right? And he came back, and we see that this box is gone, and we're just all astounded, and Sean's even like, wait a minute. Are you telling me from the point I got up from my chair, went to get some cake and some fruit, and came back, this kid ate an entire box of seaweed sushi wraps? And we said yes. And then his aunt was just like, well, actually, I gave him a bunch of them individually, so he might have eaten like 2 boxes of them. Jesus. Oh my God. I don't know where this story's going, man. This is one of those things I just wanted to share and get in commentary form, because this is just, to me, this is just way too funny. Now, granted, some people might be like, man, that kid's eating a lot. I know he is. It's not good. It's not good at all. But just seeing how much this kid could put away was absolutely mind-blowing. And the thing is, as I said, he's a bit of a chunky kid, but you see him and you're not going to believe the stories I told you. Like, if I tell you these stories and then I show you him, you're gonna think I'm lying, and I'm not, and that's a scary thing. But anyways, I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. I gotta do this test, man. This is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching and listening, everyone, and peace out. I guess we can say here on the main channel, something like that. Side channel. Mess that up. Not editing this, yo.